After Jake Paul defeated Mike Tyson in 8 rounds on November 15th, YouTube star iShowSpeed confidently stated that he could take on the problem child in a boxing match. Considering Jake Paul's powerful strikes as demonstrated against his grandpa, what escape route remains for iShowSpeed? Speed addressed a potential fight against the YouTube boxer at ComplexCon on November 17th, saying he saw flaws in Paul's performance.
I feel like I can beat Jake Paul in a fight.
Why? Why do you feel as if you can beat him?
Look, I respect his work ethic, but when I watch him box, it's like seeing it doesn't look fluent. I feel like I can really get him. Yep. I think I'm knocking him out. No. I say about the 5th, 6th round. I'm getting him.
He's going to sleep.
5th, 6th round.
5th, 6th round, and he's going to sleep.
Yep.
One clean shot, or
it's gonna just be that one good one. Like the one that Javante Davis did on Ryan.
Right.
One good one.
And then that's it.
He's done. He's asleep.
Speed went on to say that he'd win by knockout against Paul, but not in the first round. How on earth does a YouTuber expect to beat a professional fighter? After Speed made these claims, Paul's manager, Nakisa Badarian, allegedly said his team had $20 million for the YouTuber if he could actually beat Paul in the ring. Cool. Tell him I have $10 million for him right now. Sign this week. If he beats Jake, he gets a $10 million bonus. Put your signature where your clout is, Badarian supposedly said in a comment on Instagram. Paul also allegedly addressed Speed, saying he'd beat him in a boxing match. Speed knows better. My guy was playing for sure. Fans of the YouTubers were quick to share their opinions about a boxing match between the two, saying Speed was only in it for a payday. Others agreed that Speed was delusional and that Paul would undoubtedly win the fight. Paul isn't the only athlete Speed has his eyes on either. Earlier this November, Speed raced Olympic runner Noah Lyles in a 50-yard dash. Though Lyles won, Speed said the Olympian refused a rematch because he knows he would have lost. After iShowSpeed, Jake has been called out by a number of boxers who believe the contest was nothing more than a farce. Tyson, despite promising the best version of himself, struggled to even throw punches, never mind landing them on his opponent. Many suspect that the match between Jake Paul and Tyson on November 15th may have been rigged, fueling further speculation and debates about the integrity of Paul's fights.
Well, I don't know. Maybe his brother. Motherfucker, I'll kill you, Mike.
The first fighter of note to call Jake out after his win was current undisputed light heavyweight champion Artur Beterbiev. What can you do in the ring against the current undisputed champion? Beterbiev asked on Instagram. Jake told a bit to fire back, but did so in trademark fashion. Just seen this, top 5 pound-for-pound fighter in the world calling me out. Ha 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 ha. 4 years in and I run this sport, he posted on X. Beterbiev wasn't the only boxer to get a response from Jake. Former super middleweight champion Carl Froch, who has been a vocal critic of the problem child, also weighed in. Ficking sour loser. Shut the fick up. I've done more in 4 years than you have in your life. First and last time I respond to your broke salty. Let me know if you want to wash my cars, Jake posted after Froch said he'd fight him with one arm tied behind his back. Next up is Tristan Tate, a fighter who has issued a direct challenge to Jake Paul. In fact, Tate claimed that, had he not been arrested, the two would have likely already fought, but he says the option is still available, should Paul choose to accept.
We'll see what happens in the future. It's possible.
Yeah.
There's nothing's no. Nothing's yes. We'll see. I'll escape this Matrix attack, and perhaps if he needs to be taught a lesson, I'll be the guy to teach him a lesson.
Andrew and Tristan Tate were first arrested on December 29th, 2022, along with 2 other suspects while Romanian forces investigated them for alleged sexual assault and exploitation. They're facing trial. Romanian prosecutors have confirmed the charges being brought forward are human trafficking, rape, and forming a criminal gang to sexually exploit women. Many people have criticized Andrew Tate for taking advantage of Jake Paul's and Tyson's fame after their match to promote himself and secure a fallback plan for his career. It's likely he will lose. Yes, it's almost certain. However, even in defeat, he would still accomplish his goal, diverting attention from his past legal troubles. This way, the focus shifts to the intense matches he participates in, overshadowing his crimes and drawing the public's gaze to his fighting prowess. Previously, Jake Paul had declared a challenge to Mike Tyson. The fight announcement sent shockwaves through the sport, with 58-year-old Tyson stepping inside the ropes for the first time since an exhibition bout with Roy Jones Jr. in 2020. In response to the younger challenger's provocation, Tyson couldn't hold back and playfully patted the kid's cheek before the match, causing a commotion that required several bodyguards to intervene. He took on Paul, who boasted a professional record of 9 wins and 1 defeat before they squared off. The 27-year-old has become one of the biggest draws in boxing since his crossover from being a YouTube star, and he has beaten a number of high-profile former MMA fighters. But in Tyson, this is the first time he fought a former boxing world champion, and Paul was keen to prove he can mix it in the ring with a boxer after his defeat to Tommy Fury last year. Despite the 30-year age difference between the pair, the fight captured the imagination of boxing fans, even if some observers were worried about Tyson putting on the gloves again. Many have speculated that Jake Paul's desire to challenge Mike Tyson stems from unresolved childhood memories, where Mike may have teased or provoked him to the point of tears. This theory suggests that Jake is attempting to settle a long-standing personal grudge through the fight. Whether true or not, it adds an intriguing layer of psychology to his motivations. Although that tournament was considered a joke in the boxing world, it brought Jake Paul considerable benefits. Both he and his brother Logan Paul gained even more fame. I hope that 30 years from now, I'll still be sharp enough to witness Paul, at 58, being defeated by a kid nearly 30 years old. At that point, history will repeat itself once again.